truth is that what we need is to restart the conversation about the Keystone XL pipeline to introduce confidence into the marketplace. What we need is to have certainty and predictability so that those energy producers feel like they can invest billions of dollars to extract the energy from the soil so that we can use it in our tanks. Without that certainty and predictability, without restarting the Keystone XL pipeline, all we're doing is playing a game of moving things around, but not actually impacting the marketplace long term.
So that is Republican Senator Tim Scott, who is saying Biden's plan, which he announced today, he's calling on Congress to pass a 3-month suspension on the federal gasoline tax to lower the cost of gas. He doesn't support it. Now, here's the thing. I don't really like it. I don't like it either. So I actually kind of overlap with Tim Scott here, but there is a difference in why I don't like it. Tim Scott doesn't like it because it might conceivably work a tiny bit, and he doesn't want that for pragmatic reasons. And also, maybe it could hurt the companies a little bit, maybe. So look, he just knee-jerk has to be against this because it is the federal government trying to do something, anything, to get the cost of gas down. Now, the Republicans have been playing this game that we've been talking about for some time, where the fact that the gas price is high, they pretend to hate. Now, of course, they're ecstatic about it because it hurts Biden, sort of understandably so. Every single thing that has been done or proposed to get the price down, they've been opposed to. Why? Well, if you were actually worried about the price of gas, you would be looking to novel ideas to get the price down. But if instead you were just using it and secretly you really love the oil companies, then you would not be looking for these ideas. What you might do, what you might say, might look a lot like what Tim Scott said, which was no, if we want to get the price down, we need to remove whatever small lingering regulations there might be. We need to encourage them to drill more. First of all, how long do you think it would take from them to do new oil exploration, to construct new things, to start drilling it, how long would that take? You think that's gonna help you in a couple of months? No, but the idea is that we have to do whatever it is the oil companies say that we have to do. Every single Republican senator is basically putting us in a hostage situation with the oil companies. That if we just give them everything, maybe they'll treat us better. It's like this weird Stockholm syndrome, honestly, at this point, JR. Now, there are legitimate criticisms of this as a solution, but overall, we have to be clear that the Republicans have not approved of doing anything at all to get the price of gas down. And it's important that people understand that.
Yeah, again, this is a campaign issue. This is what they'd be working towards. They would like this, as you already pointed out, because then they can, first off, start presenting to the folks who own them, hey, look guys, look what I'm trying to do. I'm going on TV to talk about how much you need, we need to give these companies even more permits, more access to drilling, which by the way, there's thousands of those that they're not using for whatever reason. And specifically, let's talk about Keystone XL pipeline. And if that begins more construction to that point, how will that affect gas prices? Every time they say we need to do this, ask them for detailed reasons why that would affect gas prices. So if tomorrow Joe Biden says, hey, let's go full boat on that Keystone XL pipeline, will the gas prices go down? How soon? Will it be tomorrow? Will it be next month? Will it be in a week? When does that work, Tim? How does that work out? Because you brought up Keystone XL pipeline. How does that work? How would that help what's happening at Shell Station down the street where it's $7.45 a gallon? How does that help? Tell me, you got the answers. As a matter of fact, they're feeding you the answers. Why is that not such a simple solution? They've got it for you. Read the bill that they like to present for you guys to pass in their favor. Again, we're held hostage and we're supposed to openly listen to people who tell us, listen, we got to give them more money so that they'll hopefully maybe stop screwing us over and gouging their customers for more money. It's the same cycle over and over and over again until someone points out what they're doing. I guess they're just gonna continue to get away with it. Bro, when are we gonna wake this up?
Yeah. I mean, when we can identify that they're only doing this for pragmatic reasons in terms of the election, but more so to help out that industry. That is the interest that they're pursuing. They're not interested in your gas tank is a temporary useful tool. That's it. They're not fundamentally worried about your gas tank or your wallet. They're worried about the wallets of the CEOs and the shareholders of the oil companies. As we speak, every bit of energy that we could possibly need is blasting us in the face in the form of sun and wind and wave energy on the coast. And there's probably room for a little bit of geothermal and a whole bunch of other stuff besides. We are choosing to leave that and not use it. And every single day that we continue that, we're hurting ourselves, we're hurting our civilization, we're hurting the earth. We're choosing to do that because right now people make money with coal and oil and natural gas and all that. And we've decided that their temporary profits are more important than our lives, the future of our civilization. We can totally change that. We can transition super quickly if we chose to. Money can go out the door very quickly when we decide that that's a priority. We're just choosing not to do that. And we're doing that so that Shell and Exxon and whatever will make a little bit of money. And Tim Scott needs their donations, he needs their backing. That's it. It is really as simple as that. Now, really fast, because I do want to balance this out super fast. That doesn't mean that I necessarily like the gas tax freeze. As I said, that reinforces in people's minds that the issue with gas prices is taxes, and that's not the reason gas prices are high. It's like 18 cents, okay? That's something. It is not the actual problem. The problem is the price gouging. The oil companies just decided, I would like more money for the same thing, so I'm just gonna charge more. That is the entire crisis that we're in right now. And pretending that it's on the federal government, which hasn't raised the gas tax since the 90s, that's the problem. That is a horrible way to frame this issue. It would also do barely nothing to get the price down. So bear that in mind. People like Nina Turner tweeted, POTUS is urging Congress to suspend the gas tax when he should be urging them to pass a windfall profits tax, which Bernie Sanders has proposed. Ro Khanna pointed out the problem with repealing an 18 cents gas tax is it feeds into a far-right narrative that the problem is government, not big oil gouging consumers. Let's pass Senator Whitehouse and my windfall profits tax instead to tax huge oil profits and put money back into the pockets of Americans. That would actually solve the problem, but it would be inconvenient to the oil companies.
Yeah, and it should be concluded with, why do you want to support these companies to this degree? Just ask people that.
Ask them that. It's a great question. Great question.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.